All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. This is the day you've been waiting for. A lot of you guys have been asking me to give you a tour of my manga studio, and it's near completion. Obviously, there are some things that I still need to do, and it's one of those things that is always going to be added to. It's just how it goes when it comes to a studio like this, but we are officially going to give you a tour of my full manga studio and what we have in the studio so far. So stick around, grab some popcorn. You're going to need it. Alright guys, so I figured out I would start this video by just basically showcasing as much manga as I possibly could, because let's be real, I haven't even counted how much manga I have. To be honest with you, I'm probably going to do that in a separate video, but as of right now, let's just go over all the manga that we have right now, because it's not even just this wall. I want you guys to understand something. There is an entire wall here that stretches across that has multiple bookcases, which again, people ask me what bookcases these are. These are from IKEA. They're the Billy bookcases. They're amazing. They're cheap. Get them. They're worth it. Let's go over all the manga that we have in the studio. And also, by the way, we have an entire bookcase here as well that's on the back side of the wall. And we have another bookcase that's here on the other side behind the, or next to it, I should say, the computer desk. So we have that as well. So there is a lot of bookcases to go over. All right, guys, so let's start off with the main section over here that everybody always asks about. So again, number one, these are all IKEA Billy bookcases. Some of them are the thin versions, as you can see, and some of them are the normal versions, of course, as you can see. But I lined them all together and I made a nice little sectional over here that fits the corner. We do have Govy lights going all across at the top, all the way coming on the end. I gotta add a little bit more. We're not fully done. Let's go over the manga, because I know this is really what you guys care about. What manga do we actually have in the manga studio? And we have a lot. Like I said, I might do a video counting these, because again, I haven't counted these in forever, but that's besides the point. So let's start off with the originals. Grab some popcorn. Here we go. We got Pokemon Adventures, one of my favorite series by far. Awesome series, gotta love it. Totally different from the anime, which is what a lot of people don't even realize. Pokemon Adventures is top tier, highly recommend. Then you also have Dragon Ball. I mean, come on, it's Dragon Ball. How can you not like Dragon Ball? We got Dragon Ball. We got Dragon Ball Z as well. And then we got a little bit of a gag book here, which is Dragon Ball That Time I Got Reincarnated as Yamcha. Awesome book, pretty damn funny, made with the blessing of Akira Toriyama himself. And then, of course, we got Sandland, which is obviously Sandland. I mean, how can you not like Sandland? I wish we had more manga for Sandland, but unfortunately, we don't. Then, of course, you got Dragon Ball Super, a little more of a recent addition in my collection with the variant cover here in the front, bagged and sealed. And then, of course, we got Demon Slayer with a recent release of before Demon Slayer, talking about the mangaka. It's kind of like a manga redone of his life, where you get a little bit of information regarding his life just in manga form. That's pretty cool. Then, of course, you have My Hero Academia. Now, My Hero Academia has officially ended. They have 2 more volumes that are slated for release, I believe, maybe even a little bit more than that. But there are a few more books that have to come out to complete the story. But the chapters are officially done, so that's pretty exciting, and that's going to be completed. This one right here is a little bit newer to me. It's a Magic the Gathering manga, which is pretty cool. It's called Destroy All Humans. It even has a card inside. They can't be regenerated. Pretty cool. Super excited to check that one out. And then going down here, you have some classics, right? So you have Claymore, and then you have Udon High School Club. Not really a big fan of Udon High School Club, but Claymore I absolutely loved. And then you have all of Bleach with the variant cover anniversary edition right there for everybody to see. And then when you go down, you got some more Bleach right here, finishing to volume 74. And then you have Blackbird. You have Bakuman over here on the bottom. And then you have Rosario Vampire, which I know a lot of people like, both Season 1 and Season 2 books. And then if we come back to the top, you have your Berserk Deluxe editions. Now, this is what a lot of people talk about, because they really just like the Berserk Deluxe editions, and I get it. I get it. They're awesome. They're heavy. They look good. They got the best paper quality you could possibly get for a manga. I mean, that's why people love these deluxe editions. They just look so damn good. Can't blame them. There's 14 of these, if I'm not mistaken, right now, but obviously Berserk is an ongoing series. After the death of the original mangaka, they finally released volume 42, so that should be coming out, you know, fairly soon. I think in March of next year. Super excited to add that and finally have it as part of the collection. We do have Berserk in all the singles, which I highly recommend to get the singles if you're looking for a better way to read the actual manga. And then on the bottom here, you have Vinland Saga with the original kind of like deluxe editions that are super, super colorful. And then you have the actual real brand new deluxe editions, which are similar to your deluxe editions from Berserk, which has kind of like a leather, I guess, forefront, like a leather front here. Super high paper quality, awesome, love the colors. It's good, it's really, really good. Now coming to the middle here, we have, of course, the Akira Shrine. Now the Akira Shrine, a lot of people talk about this in my videos, my TikToks and whatnot. I do have the bigger Akira books right over here. And then, of course, over here, we have one of my favorite additions to the collection, which is the original, the full set, mind you, of the original 1980s to early 1990s Akira comics that are very much kind of like your Marvel comic kind of style. Super excited to have that in the collection. Then you have the Akira Art of Wall, which is basically a really fancy art book. But the kicker to this is that some of these books here, I don't know if you guys can see, some of these books, when you lay them out flat, it's a gigantic wall. It's literally a wall of art, which is really sick. Then you have the box that those books came in. So you have that. And then on the bottom, you have Hellsing, Ghost in the Shell Deluxe Edition, all in one edition. And then you have Trigun, which are the new books that are coming out. Trigun Deluxe. Super excited to have that. And then we have a Dragon Ball visual art book history, which is really cool as well. This video already feels long, and we've only gone through 3 bookcases. How amazing is that? So we got Fairy Tail over here at the top. Let me zoom in so you can see it. Fairy Tail at the top with Promise Neverland sneaking in right there. And then we also got the Death Note all-in-one edition. A lot of people like that just for the way it looks, but it's not the best when it comes to reading. Then you also have Monster. You gotta love Monster. This is the Monster Ultimate Editions, the signature books. Awesome paper quality, awesome presentation. Definitely a bit on the heavier side, but that's okay. Then you also have Death Note, which is the black edition. Now, I got multiple versions of Death Note. I got the black editions, I got all the singles, I got some of the side stories. Let me show you some of the side stories here really quick. So we got this one here, which is called Another Note. This is a novel. It's a Death Note novel, the Los Angeles BB murder cases. That's pretty cool. And then we got this one, L Change the World, which is basically the book version of what you saw in TV movie format. And then you got the anniversary edition, which is the volume 1 anniversary edition. So that's pretty cool. It's a variant cover, and just like all my other variant covers, I protect them. I don't read them because, you know, they might be worth money one day. Who knows? But I try to keep the variant covers in check. Then, of course, you got some fan favorites. Vagabond. How can you go wrong with Vagabond? Everybody loves Vagabond. Vagabond is extremely, extremely well known. And then you got Alice in Borderland. A lot of people love Alice in Borderland, and the cool thing about having this is that with Alice in Borderland, the spines line up to be an image of the city, which is awesome. It looks really good in the bookcase. Then, when you go down, you got Legend of Zelda, the Twilight Princess Saga. Now, this one came in a box set, brand new, came out recently, finally got it. I was waiting for the box set. Now that's part of the collection. Then you got Battle Royale. Now, here's the thing about Battle Royale and books like Battle Royale. So they're a lot older, right? They're worth a lot of money. It's ridiculous how much these things go for a full set, especially these Ultimate Editions. You're not even going to want to know how much they go for in terms of a full set. But I have the Ultimate Editions, and I also have the singles. So I have both, thankfully, because I like to collect multiple versions, and most of these are first print as well. You can tell by the different Tokyo Pop logos from the original 6, and then the rest have the updated logos as the series continued onward, which is really cool. Then when we go down here, we have Mobile Suit Gundam, The Origin. These books are incredible. They're also extremely heavy. I don't know if you guys have ever held one of these books, but do not let their size fool you. They're just as heavy as the deluxe editions of any other book. It's absolutely insane, but they are awesome. The paper quality is top tier, and these are the kind of books that will not, you know, get super yellow over time or anything like that. These are the ones that last the longest, and they have fantastic artwork on the actual covers. I mean, it just looks so good. The only thing is, I wish that the side profile, I wish the side profile kind of meant something. I wish it actually added up to something, but unfortunately, it just doesn't. It just kind of is like whatever. Then a recent pickup is 20th Century Boys. I'm actually missing a couple of volumes. I gotta fix that. I bought this at a store when they were having a buy one, get one half off, and it was a steal. I could not say no to that, so I picked up 20th Century Boys, and I bought everything that they had in stock, but they did not have volume 8 or volume 10, so I'm missing that. Then we got some of my recent additions here, which are the H.P. Lovecraft mangas. Now, these are a little bit newer, and I'm actually pretty excited to dive into this stuff because, as you guys are aware, I'm a big-time horror manga fan. Absolutely love horror manga. So when it comes to H.P. Lovecraft's manga, I definitely want to check that out more. So these books are very, very thick. When I look at the actual artwork, it's extremely detailed, as you can see here. Very, very detailed, and I just love the way it looks. I really do. So I'm super excited to dive into it. I do have the deluxe version of the Mountains of Madness, but I also, because I like reading the singles better, I have the 2 volumes of the singles. So I got 2 singles, and then I also got the deluxe edition. Super excited to dive into that. And then to round out the bottom here, we got good old One Punch Man. I mean, you really can't have a manga collection without One Punch Man. We got the full series up to what it is right now at the time of filming, which is volume 28. And then we got Neon Genesis Evangelion with a variant cover of Neighborhood Story at Yazawa, which I picked up at the Anime Expo because, again, I was kind of like variant hunter. I was looking for variant cover hunting. That's basically what I was doing. So I bought that, and I'll end up picking up the series eventually as time goes on. But for right now, all I got is the variant cover. Now this is where it gets pretty fun. So we got Blade of the Immortal, which is another series that a lot of people love and enjoy. Blade of the Immortal is a series that has been around for a long time, and I actually have something that's going to be added to the Blade of Immortal collection that I'm super excited to have, but I just don't have right now. I don't have it at the time of this filming. When I film part 2 of this video, you'll probably see it because I'll have it by then, but super excited to add something to this collection. But we have Blade of the Immortal sitting right there in the deluxe editions. Then we have the Initial D omnibuses, which, by the way, I have 3 different covers of volume 1. There's 3 variant covers. I have all 3 of them. These are the 3 right here. 1, 2, 3. Super excited to have it. And then obviously volumes 2 and 3 with volume 4 on the way soon. Now this one, a lot of people ask me about this. This is my Legend of Zelda chest, and this chest has the hardcover versions of the books that are surrounding it, right? So it has the Ocarina of Time, you know, all the books from the games. It has that, but in hardcover format inside of the chest. But I don't open the chest. I read the soft cover, so that's why I have it surrounding that. Then I got some randoms here. These are books that I bought on sale that I thought were kind of cool and interesting. We got Shuna's Journey that I got on Amazon Prime Day. We got Kamen Rider, which I've already read, and then we got Clover as well. That's a little bit of an older manga, and this is the collector's edition version of it. And then last but not least, on the bottom over here, we got Battle Angel Alita, the deluxe edition set, which, again, I wish I had the singles. I'm still trying to get something like that, but unfortunately, it's very difficult to get. And then I got some random Harry Potter stuff because I like Harry Potter too. All right, guys, so this part of the bookcase is going to round out part 1 of this video. I'm going to save the other 2 bookcases for part 2 because this video is going to be way too long, and I got way too much damn manga, and there's more on the way. So let's round it out. Some of my favorites here, man, and they're a lot older. This is a lot older manga here. So we have good old Yu-Gi-Oh!, the original set, all 7 volumes. Then we have Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist, all 24 volumes. I'm actually looking for Yu-Gi-Oh! Millennium, but it's a little bit difficult to get that. Once I get the set of that, obviously it's going to go here. I also have Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc V, which is pretty damn cool. Full set of that. Excited to have that. 1 copy of Blue Lock, which is a variant cover that I got at the Expo. And then I got Sherlock Holmes manga, which is actually pretty good. I read all 3 of them and super happy to have that. We got Chainsaw Man. And you guys already know how I feel about Chainsaw Man. I mean, I just feel like it kind of fell off, but I know a lot of people are saying that the recent chapters are really good. So I'm going to dive back into it and give it another shot, but as of right now, that's where I'm at. Then we got some more work from Tatsuki Fujimoto, which is his earlier work. These are kind of like side stories right here. 17 to 21, 22 to 26. These are side stories. Pretty cool overall, but like I said, if you're looking for a series, you're not going to want to read that. Then you got Fire Punch. Fire Punch is his other work, which is already completed. 8 volumes in its entirety. Pretty good story. I would recommend picking it up if you like Tatsuki's work, but if you don't like Tatsuki's work, then you're probably not going to want to read Fire Punch, to be honest with you. Right now, we got every single volume of the Ultimate Editions of Soul Eater, which is pretty cool, and I love the way that it looks on the spines. The black and yellow just really sticks out. Then we got some bangers, okay? These are older, and this is like, if you like older manga, this is where you're gonna have your fun at. So we got Path of the Assassin. This is the entire set of Path of the Assassins. Really, really cool. I'm so excited to have this in my collection. These books are a lot smaller than they seem, you know, on camera probably, but still, I'm super excited to have that. Then we got some randoms. We got Blade of the Heaven, all 10 volumes of that. It's an older Tokyo Pop manga from the early 2000s. And then we got Kamikaze, which is an action horror manga, all 7 volumes of that, also from Tokyo Pop and also from the early 2000s. And then to round us out on the last bit, a recent addition, I just added this to my collection. We have Case Closed. Now, I'm missing a box from Case Closed. I was supposed to have a lot more. I'm waiting for that box to come in. That will probably be here by part 2's filming, so I'll be able to show you the rest. But I ordered 77 volumes out of 106 volumes. When it comes to Case Closed, there is 106 volumes of this manga. It's one of the longest running mangas in history. It beat One Piece to chapter 1000, just to give you an idea of just how long it's been here. So again, I'm super excited to have that. It fills out damn near an entire shelf all by itself, and it looks cool. I think it looks nice. And overall, that is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the first corner of my manga studio, and like I said, guys, there is more manga on the way that's gonna fill up all this empty space here. I got so much more I could do, especially up top. I got some artworks that I forgot to showcase to you. I got a Death Note artwork from Japan. I got some actual like posters and whatnot framed. We got the Akira art book up there. We got the Full Metal Alchemist collector's art book up there. I mean, I got so much that I could be doing in this studio, but for right now, this is what I'm going to show you, and stay tuned for part 2. If you enjoyed this first part, please leave a like on the video. Let me know in the comments which was your favorite manga that you saw so far, and trust me, there is a lot more on the way. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Hypnotic out.